And welcome back to round one, back nine action of our feature group here at the Delaware Disc Golf Challenge. We are in Newark, Delaware. I'm Jeremy Koling. He's Paul Ulibarri. Together, we're BigBarri commentary.
We are.
Yeah, we got to see a little bit of everything on that front nine there, Paul.
We didn't see a triple bogey.
Yeah, and we didn't see an eagle, but we saw everything in between, essentially. There's been plenty of birdies for everyone on the card, just a little bit too many of those bogey things. Nikko actually doing pretty well, throwing 3 under par on the front, 2 under for Chris, 1 under for Queen, and an even par front 9 for Andrew Fish, falling 6 behind the lead as Austin Hannum is off to the races at 6 under. The back 9 gets more difficult starting here on hole 10. Par 4, 675 feet. Little right to left break, backhand hyzer, forehand turnover to try to hit this narrow gap. And then from there, it's about 370 to 380 through the very straight, long corridor all the way up to the basket. The shape of this tee shot doesn't really allow you to bite off too much off the tee, right, Paul?
It doesn't unless you get aggressive like this with a high, stable sidearm, but that's the problem. If you push it too wide, you can get caught up in those big old trees and they'll shoot you off the fairway.
Nathan with a nice, touchy backhand turnover, a little too tight. And from there, not much.
No.
It just really have to be in that brown flat part of the fairway.
If you do hit this right with this high sidearm, though, you can get pretty far. That's not it either. That's fine, though. It's in the middle. Yeah, and he even knows it. All right. Weird footing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, not a ton of distance. Chris was going for that big distance shot.
And then this
needs to be flippy. It looks like it is. Look at the touch there from Fish. That is beautiful. Did you just say quit talking to my discs? I know what I'm doing.
It's our job.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to say he doesn't.
Yeah, but we have to talk about it.
Oh, he was talking to us, you think, through the mic into the future?
Oh, he wasn't? You don't think he was? I'm confused. Nikko Locastro for Eagle.
Nikko's going to be, well, look at that thing. It's going straight. I thought he was tailing off left, but now it's looking great.
It's a great shot, yeah. It's going to be 45, 50, 60,
75 feet away.
89 feet. Cool. It looked way better than that.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great shot to get there. And
oh, that didn't sound great.
Ooh. Chris, after 3, is still not yet back to the fairway. Very awkward footing there for Fish and not able to get the distance or the accuracy there. And that is going to be early left.
Layup.
Just a pitch to the fairway. Really, like, it's all you can do from there.
And then he's left with a really difficult par 3.
Mm-hmm. Well, at least Chris finally has a lane. And he looks like he's hit it. It's still going to be some work. I mean, that's going to be a lengthy putt for bogey.
Okay, 28, maybe 32.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, circle's edge for sure, it looks like.
There's a nice little touchy sidearm we were talking about. A little air bounce. Definitely some ultimate Frisbee style right there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, another great online bid, walking it in ever so slowly. That's like a once a tournament pickup there for Nikko. Yes, huge putt for Chris. What a bogey save. Incredible.
Par save, right?
No, it was a bogey. He had 3.
In the woods?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Dang.
Yeah, he's working hard. Working really hard. And one step in the circle here for Queen. And that's a good par save.
Okay, there's the par. So easy to mix those two up. One's a righty, one's a lefty.
Yep.
One has the craziest shades I've ever seen. One doesn't. Very similar.
And the other one's Nathan Queen.
Oh, and then... oh, man, that hole tore him up.
A hole 11, par 4, 600 feet. And it is one of the... I love this hole. This is one I think about a lot when I think about Iron Hill, because you can see the basket from the tee. And it's just... You can also see about 6,000 trees between you and the basket. It's just about turning it over off the tee if you're a lefty, breaking it off to the left side of the fairway, as you're going to see Queen try to do here. Yeah, and he's done so nicely with a nice little... Well, it looked like there was initially a good tree kick.
Quite far back, but I didn't see a kick left.
Right hand backup needs to be a flip up down the right side.
Time capsule.
Yeah, Nikko, great shot. So good.
Favorable kick to the left. I mean, not great, but that actually opens up the route into the green a little bit more there.
A little early there on Fish's shot. That's going to kick off to the right, and that's going to be pretty tough second shot.
Pulled
Oh,
left.
no.
He knows that's bad news.
He's just been a little out of sorts. He's not sharp right now. He's not quite the limestone laser we're used to. Look at...
Roller.
Yeah, what an ambitious shot that is.
I like it, though, because that kind of cuts him back to the left side, which then again opens it up to where he'll be able to maybe throw something down there to say par.
And still to have the confidence to go with such a highly aggressive shot after being a little bit out of position. This is nice from Queen. Wow, all the way up to the green.
Deal.
Yeah. Yeah, he puts his hands up. He loves it.
Sidearm. Here's that play we were talking about. He's really good at this shot.
Boy, that was that's the quickest tree I have seen out of hand.
Yeah, he put his hands then on his head pretty fast after that as well. So it was quick tree hand.
Oh my
tree
gosh.
In. Oh, wow. Nice shot.
That would have been the best birdie. Yeah, I mean, ever. That was such a good scramble from Chris. That is working so hard to save the par.
Any soft, very good shot.
Yep. It's also a good recovery there for Andrew Fish on the third easiest hole on the course. And Nikko, after that great drive, he's got a good forehand approach shot, left with a short birdie putt.
All right, Queen. He's been high, low, high, in. Yeah, baby.
There it is.
Buckets.
Just enough float. Sometimes he's got such a heavy nose down angle. That time was a little bit flatter. Still got the up and down to get that glide and kept it perfectly in line, as does Andrew, who's really never really takes much time. Just steps up, delivers. Beautiful birdie.
Yeah,
or beautiful par, actually.
A lot of his routine happens before he even steps up to his lie, which is nice. He thinks about it, goes through it, steps up, release, boom. Nikko.
That was a quick pace from Nikko, and that's what he wants to do. You know, you've heard it said many times before, if you've paid attention, he wants to release these putters quicker. Sometimes he takes more time than he cares to, and he gets upset. He's not trying to take that much time, but he's trying to put himself in the right mindset. Chris, what a great par.
Yeah.
And when Nikko can just step up and do like what he does in practice, which is kind of like that rapid fire approach, he does really well. I mean, the results speak for themselves. Hole 12, par 4, 520 feet. This one, you have to just barely, delicately get the drive out of your hand, and you have to make this initial gap. You can't go too far. And that drone really sped through the corner there, because that is the really tricky part of this fairway. You really have to get to the perfect landing zone. Otherwise, you don't have a shot onto this downhill left to right sloping green.
It's not often you see a lot of putters off the tee. So the two options are
That's great.
putter straight like Nathan just did. Backhand lefty, backhand righty. Or there's a flex play, something extremely overstable right down the middle, and then get that left turn. So,
and look at as you call for it, Nikko tries to deliver, and moderate success, not perfect, but okay.
And looks like Andrew is going with the straight play, which he's really good at that shot.
Yep. That is just finding a player going to the end zone and just throwing a nice little ultra star right down the middle. Beautiful.
Prime.
Looks like Dickerson's lining up that flex play. Overstable, right down the gut. Oh, that is so beautiful. And it's going to land in a good spot, but I thought it was going to get a little bit more hyzer. I don't know if he connected on one of those trees towards the tail end of that flight or not.
This hole's so hard, though, off the tee to land in a perfect spot that he's going to be super happy with. I think all these guys are really kind of happy with the result that they got.
I totally agree. That's great. And Nikko's still going to be 45, 50. But, I mean, he's got to look at the birdie, and that's rare to have a look at it, and two. Chris, just as good, maybe, yeah, about the same. It's going to be a very scary putt from those spots for Nikko and Chris.
Happens a lot on this hole is the upshot goes down the hill. You don't want to give it height, and then you have those rocks blocking you to that 30-footer, which it is a 30-foot scary, scary putt.
Yep. It's hard to get much closer than that. I mean, you can see the position of those rocks there. How do you get past that and still put the brakes on without going down the hill? I don't really know if there is a perfect solution to that.
Just make it.
I guess that would be the perfect solution.
Wow. That would have been a great call.
And yes, it would have. Fish would think that's a great result. I mean, putting back uphill in this hole, that's certainly where you want to be.
I thought it was a pretty good bid. Decent height. Not as good as that, obviously, when you go stripe show on the basket from just outside the circle. That was sick.
Andrew in for the nice birdie. And you can see Queen on the green. Not too terribly far away. Oh, no, but he's off left side chains, and that will be a par. And Nikko in for his par. And on to hole 13. Par 3, 360 feet, and this is another example of the daunting, incredibly challenging par 3s here in Iron Hill. Has to be a backhand, has to be dead straight, has to carry all the way down to this corner and then just slightly break before these trees that are on the backside that just block any sort of backdoor access to this green. The rocks make it inconsistent with the ground play, and the trees are so tight.
Oh, I like this. Come on, baby.
And yeah.
Oh, get wrecked.
Yeah, kind of. He's safe, though. But, I mean, how beautiful was that shot? And it still didn't have enough bite at the end to get around that corner.
Yeah, you want to throw like he did, like a straight shot that goes all the way down, but then it never hooks up and that's the result you'll find a lot. As Chris, a little too much hyzer on that one. This is a nightmare situation for Nathan.
This is just challenging every bit of his technicality. And that worked out pretty good. I mean, he's looking down at the basket, bonus putt range. Oh, Nikko pulled it a bit right, hard kick left, and that is no good.
Scramble land over here. If he has a hyzer, it does play. Oh boy, I could see that coming. That was.
Things were a little too green and gray on Nikko's scorecard. It was time for him to get a reality check out here. Not many people can come out to this course and play it bogey-free. I mean, not that he has. He's had an earlier bogey, but it's hard to even go 9 holes without one.
That was a great approach from where he was, just to have a chance to save the bogey. All right, a little scare from him.
And Chris was just, he did have a bit too much hyzer off the tee, but it wasn't by much. And you can see the result if you do not throw the good drive. I mean, you're left still with a throw. But Queen, the only person without the real great shot on the hole, is the only person with the birdie look, and he comes up a bit short. And not what he wanted, but still a good scramble for the bogey for Nikko.
Oh, he just sneaks it in the corner pocket, gives it the little old hip thrust, and in it goes.
I'm surprised that 1/5 of the field was able to pick up a birdie on this one. This is an absolute doozy.
I've never birdied it, ever.
And on to hole 13, or 14, excuse me. Par 3, 400 feet. Another par 3 that they have, well, I guess they haven't changed many of the other par 3s, but they have changed this one. They've brought the basket back just a bit farther. Before it was in that 370 range, and now they just said, you guys are getting too many birdies out here. So they pushed it back another 30 feet, keeping it to the right. And I don't know how you throw a shot this straight for this long, but that is exactly what it requires to get the birdie. Fish playing down the right side, clean the whole way.
Oh my gosh, that's so good. That's like a perfect shot because of the way the fairway shapes at the end. The distance that you have to throw to get there, it has to tail off to the left side. So that's essentially a perfect shot there.
You really can't just nestle it up. I mean, if you did, it would just be the most incredible unicorn shot where you'd have to maybe hyzer flip it down the right side with a very flippy disc that just kept turning the whole way. But traditionally, you're going to see, or generally, you're going to see more people do what Fish did if they get any look at all down the hole. Chris, a little bit early left.
I feel like this is a queen shot right here.
It just started off, but didn't quite get that fade. And
you know what? You'll take that right there,
sure.
though. Mm-hmm. No early tree.
See how Nikko bounces back after his first bogey in quite some time.
Lovely.
Yeah, can it miss the stumps? Can it miss the ground play? It gets all of it, everything he needed. That's beautiful. Great bounce back tee shot.
A little sneak bid. You know he was trying to throw that bad boy in there.
I think Chris is still trying to just like get things going. I mean, he's not playing so bad. It's just he'd love to see one of those go in every once in a while.
That one's never going to go in.
Andrew pick up the birdie.
Oh, no. That is a sad
panda.
Yep.
Have to go sit in timeout. Yeah. It hurts so much more when you miss a birdie putt on a hole this tough.
Oh, no.
Oh. That's to the principal's office.
Yeah, those guys were... That's a tough one to swallow, but more holes to come.
No No jump putts allowed?
Backhands only.
Can we jump putt?
No run-ups or no run-ups or
No
jump
run-ups.
putts.
No run-ups.
Just stand still.
Well, I didn't hear that part. I'm not following that rule.
Oh, he's gonna drain to first.
Or that patented Jomez silliness. Go check that out on Patreon. Hole 15, par 3, Paul. What do you have to do here?
Oh man, what do you have to do? Sloping from right to left, extremely uphill. Then it flattens out. Obviously, through this tunnel is the only way you can go. And there it is. It plays probably 430 foot of distance of power down a really, really tight hole. Look at that. This is a great view of it. Like, that's not even close to the shot. Seriously,
Yeah,
like
I mean,
that's he hits a pretty good gap there,
yeah.
and it's just not even close.
Backhand is such a difficult, it's a tall task to shape a backhand down this lane. I'm surprised Dickerson, he's got a great forehand turnover shot. I feel like it shapes this fairway really nice, and electing to go backhand, flip up, missing the line, kicking a couple trees. That should be a pretty easy par, though.
This has got to be one of the more difficult holes. It's got to be.
Number 3. And it used to be a par 4. It was just a little bit longer than it is now, maybe only like 30, 45 feet, just tucked back into the corner to the right. And they just called it a par 4. And now they brought it up just a bit closer, give you a hint of an idea that maybe you can get one down there for a look, but not many people do.
Guy was chilling. Watch the drive go right by. That's too stable.
Nikko going way off to the left. Nice approach. Where did Nikko go? Way over here to the left.
Yeah, he didn't really hit anything.
He ends up electing going straight at it with the putter, and that's a really nice shot. Looked like there's a bigger gap off to the right, but trusting that straight putter approach game, and why not? Oh, that's the one that Chris needed just barely off the top.
Called it on the last hole.
And you could just see that he's not just laying these things up. He's been giving these bids for a while.
Very good bid, too.
He liked it. Yeah, it's a little bit of frustration.
From really the whole card, it seems like they've been just leaking some easy ones here and there.
Yeah.
And then top it off, this course is so hard that leaking those easy ones, it hurts. Yeah, it hurts different.
Yeah, it really does. But, I mean, all said and told, I mean, these guys are all under par right now, which is good. I mean, that you're beating most of the field at under par. We did see really nice front nine score from Austin Hannum and several others at 5 under. But, I mean, those are phenomenal
Scorchers.
rounds. Yes, and the back nine, as you can see here, this is where it's difficult. There haven't been that many birdies here so far in the back nine. There were only 4 birdies on the day on that hole 15. Calvin Heimberg, Ryan Davey, Eric Oakley, and Reed Frescura.
I think that hole 16, this par 4, might play as one, probably right in the middle, actually.
Yeah, it is. It's dead center in the middle. It's the 9th most difficult, but it's a fun hole. It's a really nice 2-shot hole. You want to get your drive up off to the right somewhere and then set yourself up for this narrow gap. If you do not get up to the right, it's almost impossible to access this green into, as you'll see here from Andrew Fish off the line.
Great kick, honestly.
Yeah, I kept going forward, and he might have some sort of inside turnover line to get to the pin.
Pulled and a roll back. That's going to be a tough scramble.
For the par or for the birdie?
For the bar, even.
Oh, yeah. I could see that.
Just depending on his lie where,
Looks like he's up there by the FPOT pad. I think. I don't know. Is that what that is? That's a good shot there from Nathan.
Very good. Right down the middle. He'll have 330 to the pin.
Look at that trust from Nikko, man. And that's, He says he doesn't want to be known for that one angle shot. He doesn't have to be. He's got many shots, but he will be known as one of the best to ever do it.
And that's not a thing you should scoff at. That's amazing.
Oh, yeah.
you're the greatest player ever at flexing a overstable disc
Correct.
down the tightest fairways in the world.
He just doesn't want to be known as a one-trick pony, but no one's really ever said that before. But Chris Dickerson, oh my gosh, he misses that last tree there. He's looking at maybe 100-foot look at the birdie.
There's not a lot of people who turn the camera around. That thing was humming by the camera.
It really was.
Oh, 80 feet.
I thought so too.
And just like I thought, the only thing he really had maybe from there was a turnover forehand. And yeah, he's actually got to look at the birdie.
Yeah, a little 45, 50 footer.
It was a really good kick off the tee to not knock him straight down.
This is going to be close.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to see a better drive. Oh, but the approach was a bit lacking. I mean, he's definitely not parked.
You would normally see him put that closer.
Yeah.
For sure. That's
Yeah.
like his style of approach right there. Mm-hmm. Oh, these guys are scaring it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we're going to see some birdies down the stretch here.
Yeah, they're heating up.
All right, easy par. Easy par.
Yeah, sit down now.
Get it up. Come on.
Yes. That is making a really nice adjustment.
Relief.
Yeah, relief birdie. You know, again, such a good tee shot. You're just asking yourself to put it close to not have to worry about the putt. Didn't have that luxury. Had to come up clutch and delivered.
Couple good scrambles. Really good birdie from Nikko.
And on to the famous 17 par 5, 860 feet. It was made a lot easier when a couple trees right here by this tee pad had fallen down, but I mean, it is still a very, very difficult hole. If you want any shot at birdieing the hole, you have to get a ton of distance down this fairway, setting yourself up for another shot that gets tight once again about 2/3 of the way through the hole. And you keep going through the woods and you keep getting tighter until you get up to this big mound green that is so difficult to access.
This one might make it in my top 18.
It would belong in a lot of people's top 18.
It really would. It's just like such a beautiful straight hole, very fair, and then the green is massive.
It's beautiful. What a shot from Nikko, right down the pipe. Full distance. Fish wasting no time. Pushing it a little bit right, kicking left.
Brutal.
It's going to be scramble mode from there.
I'm not going to say that birdie's out of the question, because if he gets another 280 from there, then he's 450 in.
Yeah, the fairway is wide enough. Like you said, it's a fair fairway. You know, if you get yourself in good position on the second shot, it's not easy, but it is possible.
What if he steps on his own birdie bag?
Fault. This is gonna work out somehow, maybe.
Yes, anytime you can get that much distance
Yeah, he's
going
loving
straight
it.
through the woods, oh, you'll love that. Because now if he gets another 280, then he's got the 350 in. That's nice.
Not quite vertical enough. And so the scramble will continue off the fairway right now for Andrew.
Smoked. Just go.
Be clean.
Oh my gosh, it's impossible.
Yeah, you don't see many clean in two. I mean, not many at all.
Queen from the shrubs. So happy to be there, though.
Oh, yeah. And look at this. Yeah, he's loving that. That's... No one in the world would turn that down in two. he's going backhand air shot. I thought he was lining up the roller there.
That's very overstable and a good tree.
Mm-hmm. And Nikko, finally, after that beautiful tee shot, what is he going to go with the second? He's going with big flex. He's got big things in mind. Ugh.
If that misses that, that's home free.
Yep. And we're looking at a potential eagle putt, which we saw in 2018 with Seppo, and I just really never thought we'd see it again. I don't know what to say about that. That sucks. I mean, he just doesn't. You're not in a good place if you're punching trees.
I mean, he hit the tree on the follow through. Poor tree's just chilling.
Just sitting there. Oh, I feel for him. The tree. I'm speaking for the tree right now. As Queen is going to be parked for birdie. What a fortunate result after the wayward tee shot got through everything, and then he did the rest of the work on his second and third.
But the thing about it is just calm down.
Yeah.
Usually the tree's going to win that battle every single time. This time, I think the tree did not win the battle.
It was a fair fight.
Oh, brutal.
I foresee upcoming wire trees memes. Nikko's gonna have to work to save the par, and that is disappointing after. Yeah, that's a tough bogey. That's a tough pill to swallow. There's a bogey there for Chris, and that's the risk reward. Nikko was going for the glory on that second shot, and when you go for that big shot, you have to accept the risk that you're taking. Big kick to the right, and suddenly his game plan was just shaken right up. He got shook. Yeah, that was a very good save. Swing. You go. And finally, hole 18, par 4, 630 feet. Something about this drone that makes this fairway seem so much bigger than it really is.
And cooler.
Well, it's a cool fairway.
No,
it's not cool.
There's nothing cool about this thing. It is a brutal fairway.
It's a Punisher.
It's actually like very big, but for some reason plays very small.
Yeah.
Especially for the course, it would be one of the bigger fairways, but it plays so tight for some reason.
Tough for a lefty to get around the corner. The key here for Queen is just to miss this tree, and look at that thing continue to drift with his Star Leopard. A beautiful tee shot.
So good.
Practice rounds with speed. Well, it's
Not great, but over there on the right side, that does open up tiny routes into the green. It really does.
To the green from there, you think?
I do.
Another beautiful shot from Nikko. Look at just ripping past Nathan's. There's not much a lefty can do to get that much distance off the tee. What Queen did was essentially perfect.
Stripe show.
Yep. Missed that. Yep. Beautiful.
All right, let's see what Fish has over here on the right side. If he's not pinched, he'll have something up there. Yeah.
All right. I mean,
Not all the way to the green.
not
but
always to the green, but a very good advance.
Okay.
you're not gonna
Okay.
see too many lefty looks for birdie on 18, and Queen has put himself in good position to finish the round at 4 under par with a big putt.
Early. Okay. Good. Circle's edge. Somebody's got to make a putt.
Yep. Get past those. Okay, another circle's edge. We've got plenty of those coming up.
Yeah, we got a little putt off. I like that.
Just one more shot to the green here, and he's going to finish this round at 1 under par.
Good scramble.
Yep. Come on, Chris. And Chris is going to hate this round. Chris is just going to absolutely be very, very upset about this. But 1 under is still not that bad at this course. Queen's going to be a little bit more frustrated walking to his car than he would if that had fallen.
To save the universe.
Yeah, this is a universal save right here. Thank
Yeah.
gosh, Nikko.
Oh.
Aliens were going to zap our planet.
Beautiful putt.
Do you ever actually think that when you're putting sometimes that this is like to save the world?
Yeah, I do. Every putt. Every putt I've ever. So I've literally
How many
destroyed
times
the
have
earth
we died so many times.
so many times.
But I mean, for this car to hit as many trees, I mean, that's just what you're going to see out here at Iron Hill. But for them to miss the putts they missed, and to hit the trees they hit, and still all 4 players to come out here under par, I mean, it's not what they wanted, but they're going to take it. Nikko battling his way to 4 under par. It could have easily been 6 to 7, maybe even better.
Totally, all of them. I mean, they all got off the tee fairly well. Dickerson had his problems, but talk about getting off the tee fairly well. Bradley Williams in with the fire emoji, 9 under par. That's getting the job done, and he'll be on that lead card tomorrow with Austin Hannum, Joel Freeman,
And Matt Oram, who has been playing just incredible.
Absolutely. I look forward to that round tomorrow. This one was great, but I definitely looking forward to tomorrow. Thank you to the Founders Club. We're out of here.
See you tomorrow for round 2.